Hello everyone, Tango Do Flamingo here today, bringing you Hunter x Hunter or Hunter x Hunter, chapter 367, called Synchronization. Now for those of you who don't know what Hunter x Hunter is, later on today I'm going to be making a video on why you should watch Hunter x Hunter, and more or less what the series is about. Now I'm going to after I do this chapter review, I'm going to give a little bit of information about it's kind of like a slash update for the channel. This is relative review to the gamers who subscribe to this, by the way. Just letting you know. Man, my eyes look weird. Very weird. But, yeah. So, the chapter starts off as the same as the last one. They are rummaging through the room looking for a bug. Because, as we know, Kurapika's Nin ability, new one, which is that weird dolphin thing, has adopted the powers of the weird bug guy from like 4 chapters ago. And right now they're trying to find a bug so they can use it on so Kurapika can get out of Emperor Time, or hurry up and use the thing they were planning on doing, which was for surveillance. And God knows Kurapika needs it, or he will die. But the chapter continues off as well. One of the princes, and whose name I can't remember. I think he's like the second. No. He's like the third prince. Garacho's here more, and so Kurapika lets him in, and as you know, they have an agreement saying there will be no fighting. There's going to be no. It's like a peace agreement for as long as when Kurapika reveals the information about Nin, they all get to use it. So once he enters, Kurapika says they're going to go into another room away from since the room they're in was contained to a murder. They're trying to move to a different area as to not to stress the queen. Now Kurapika is only doing this to buy Bill and the assistant time to find a bug so they can use the ability for. But Benjamin's bodyguard, the soldier, I think his name was, oh god, this name is so hard to remember. It's like a very, very long name, so I have to look at it later on today. And what happens is it's a big confrontation between the soldier and Kurapika. Is the soldier's like, we don't have to move in the room. Why don't we just stay here? Because he says he would prefer having the prince and the queen together, because as you know, his goal is to kill the prince and possibly the queen and trying to pin it on somebody else. That's what all the soldiers' plans are. But this whole debacle goes on until Moore really says that I don't really care, but I prefer I prefer us to continue on and go to another room because you are honestly wasting my time. That's what I got out of it, at least. And so they move to another area with the prince and the queen into a whole other room, and Kurapika begins to explain what Nin is. Now, during this time, which is hilarious, this is hilarious, by the way. So when they get in the room, they find the bug. Like, the bug is above the meeting room as Kurapika's explaining Nin, and Kurapika's freaking out because he doesn't know what to do, because he can't show them his Nin ability because, well, the soldiers around, everyone else is around. He's been keeping that a secret since the murder happened. And when this goes down, Kurapika calls Bill and the lady in to give an example of what Nin is. Now, this is supposed to be used as a distraction so that the queen, who is using Kurapika's ability temporarily to capture the bug. Now, to all of you guys this is very confusing, you're mumbling up your words and it seems weird, this is what Hunter x Hunter is when you read it. It's very dialogue heavy and you have to read it. I only read it the one time, so I'll be honest, I'm probably not doing the best review on this. As you've seen from my Nanatsu no Taizai videos, I do a lot better with those. But I digress. when this happens is he decides, Kurapika explains this part of Nin about manipulators, how they're able to control bugs and everything, and a lot of other things. So he makes Bill act like he's controlling the bug. So what this does is, they do it. It creates a distraction where he's all like making it act like he can control the cockroach, while the queen is actually using the ability to take control of it. So she's linked. She's linked. She can control the cockroach. She, as we see in the panel, she sees what it sees. So she can move around. So what she does is, when she does this, is to act like she fainted. And when this happens, it goes like this. So she faints, and the rest of them don't believe it. They're like, are you pulling a joke? Is this a joke? And so they go along with the ruse. So Bill acts like he's controlling it, saying, I can show you. And the bodyguard ends up saying, well, why don't you just use it to point or make it go to the direction that you want it to go? So what he ends up doing is saying, no, I can use a pin. So he grabs a pin and acts like he's controlling the cockroach, when realistically the queen is. So he makes it do like a figure 8, a circle, a loop, all that other good stuff, and they actually believe it. So they bought into the ruse that Kurapika set up. And since the queen earlier ended up saying how she fainted because she wanted the bug to be destroyed, but not inside the room, because she didn't want it to be a mess, because she's a part of the ruse too. And when this happens, he actually lets it go in a ventilation shaft, and the soldier notices. Now, one thing I like about Hunter x Hunter is they do something completely different than your average shonen. Like, for instance, normally you'd expect two different people to be thinking the same thing. Like, say if this was like Naruto or Bleach, they'd be all like, at least he made a diversion to where it has to go this way. And the other guy's like, okay, I made the diversion that went this way, but he noticed. But in this case, the soldier and Kurapika are thinking of two different things. Kurapika's thinking the soldier's caught on, but he's not wanting to say anything. He's going to see what he can do to plan around this, noticing that the queen is using the bug as surveillance for us. While the guard is thinking Bill is the one using it as surveillance. And he needs to try and figure out what to do. Now, what's interesting about this is it's clear that the soldier figured out that they're using it for surveillance, but he doesn't know who. He thinks it's Bill. Kurapika thinks it's the queen. Now, what this leads on to is that it ends with the queen finding the Nin Beast in one of the princess's rooms. Now, this chapter was a big thing for the queen. She was actually useful. After like 4 or 5 chapters, she was actually being useful. But heaven knows, I know how this is about to end. Oh, I forgot to mention the most important part of this chapter. Kurapika decides that he's going to teach the other princes Nin. Like, when they ask, the real question was how long will it take for, like, the princes or even the guards to learn Nin? Really fast. And so Kurapika says, it'd take you about 2 weeks to learn the basics. And I can do that. I'm willing to teach you guys Nin. And the soldier's confused, but realizing that what Kurapika wants to do is put it in a stalemate. If all the princes are together, no one's going to do anything. Because they can't. Because by the line of succession rules, if someone's murdered, someone goes to jail. So Benjamin can't just walk up to one of the other princes and just snap their neck. But what this does is, it puts it in a stalemate. But I feel like since one of the princes is going to refuse, which is the second prince, because he's already learning Nin from someone. So I don't think he's going to want to take on learning Nin from Kurapika. But it's wait to be seen till Oda gives us another chapter. And I'll review that one too. Now, my overall thing about this chapter, if I had to give it a thing, since I'm not a dialogue heavy manga reader, but I like Hunter x Hunter because of its dialogue, I'm gonna give this chapter honestly like an 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10, because I really like the way they do things, the way this whole thing was set up in general. Now that's it for the manga review. You know, God, this is like the shortest review ever. Now I want to know, guys, if you only see my reactions to these like, because I can read them while reviewing them or give a quick synopsis. Now, about the update for my gaming side of this channel. Now, one thing I am probably going to do is my Twitch is not working and I do not have the proper equipment to show my face and then show the game. What I'm probably going to do is show my reaction to me playing the game. Like, I'm going to be here playing the game. You guys are going to see me stare at my TV. You will see the frustrations, the fears in my face. Now, I'm sure you're not going to see it when it opens or when it happens, but you'll see the reaction from it. Now, when I get my Twitch thing sorted out, when I get my full gaming thing sorted out, the gaming will be just alongside the anime reviews. I promise that. I've only been YouTubing for about a month now, and I'm making a lot of progress. Like, by the way, I saw that. We're at 14 subscribers, guys. 14. We're almost at 20. This is fucking amazing. I was expecting to do something at 10, but God, I want to thank you guys who subscribed, especially those I held at gunpoint. Just joking. I didn't hold anyone at gunpoint. I asked a couple of friends, and just want to thank you guys for where I am right now, and let's just keep going up. Let's make this Tango crew, we the Tango Pirates, this thing, we that are known as the Tango Pirates, let's make this a huge thing, guys. Let's make this a thing. Now, I know people are like, well, who's going to be, I don't know if you guys are going to do this, and I have already my answer to that. Who's going to be the captain? Yours truly. And this whole vice captain and stuff, trust me, that will be worked out in the future. But as of right now, I think it was like amalgamation of pirates. Starting off, we have our small boat, or boat fit for 14 people currently, and we'll slowly rise to the top. Rise very slowly, very, very slowly. But I want to thank you guys for 14 subscribers. That's a big thing for me. Very big thing. I want to thank y'all. I only get 1 or 2 likes per one, but I'm happy with that, because that means someone took time to click the like button. And I wanted to say this, because I haven't done this in a while, because I used to have a YouTube channel back in the day for A&Bs, but let's say this. If we can hit at least 1 like in this video, at least 1, then I'm hitting y'all with the gaming reaction of me reacting to Layers of Fear. Now, I played this game once because I did not want to play it again, but it's going to go down. If we hit that 1 like, if I see the 1 like on it, I'm hitting y'all with my facial reaction to me playing that game. But, end of the day, guys, sail on, my Tango Pirates. Have an awesome day.